Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. So this is the first video I'm doing since I lost my wonderful little friend Snowy, my Jack Russell Terrier Cross, a couple of weeks ago, and it's difficult because obviously she was always part of these videos, whether she'd be scratching at the door to come in or bursting through the door or snuffling around under the desk or just lying next to me. So I think I've been putting off doing it, and I wasn't sure I was going to do it this week, but I think I've just got to bite the bullet and get on with it now, because otherwise I'll never do it again. I think if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the beauty box unboxing bit first, and then afterwards I'll give you a little update on what happened, because I know that quite a lot of you were kind of invested in this and with me when it was going on, and that is much appreciated. So I'll let you know what happened briefly and what's going on now. So start with the beauty box unboxing, which is the OK Beauty Box. So this one runs from sort of mid-May to June 2024. It is a subscription box and it costs £15 a month, but you can cancel at any time, and there's also a facility to pause where they send you an email before they take your payment telling you what's going to be in the box, and if you don't like what you see, you can opt out for that month. They do start to distribute it on about the 15th of the month, so if you want to order this particular one, you'll need to do so before the middle of June, otherwise it will be the next box that you get. Now they've kind of changed the offer for the first box. Now it used to be, I think, about £7.50, but it's £8.99 for your first box if you use the code FirstBoxOffer, so the code's changed as well. But if you go to the website, you'll see the offer on there anyway. And I think you also get a Perricone MD Plasma Plus Eye Cream at the moment as a little extra gift, which is a particularly nice, one of my favourite eye creams to have. You always get a couple of vouchers for the OK magazine. These are worth about £7.98, I think now. So that's included in the overall value of the box, I think. There's always a leaflet, just a little one-page leaflet, but it's got information on the contents, a reasonable amount of information, including how to use, which I always think is very useful. And there's a QR code on there too that leads you to their beauty blog. This month's box is called the Rise and Shine Edit, and it's worth over £90. So the first product in here is by Murad. It's the Vita C Triple Exfoliating Facial. It's only a 10ml deluxe sample, but it has got an RRP of £11. OK says this product is so much more than just a face scrub. It's really the next best thing to getting the results of a salon facial at home. It contains a trio of exfoliators, physical, chemical and enzymatic, to reveal smooth glowing skin, plus vitamin C for an extra radiance boost whenever your skin needs a pick-me-up. The benefits are that it lifts away dead skin cells to help boost radiance, it minimises the look of dark spots and uneven tone, and it clears the way for better penetration of serums and treatments that follow. So with this one, you only use it about 2 to 3 times a week, and you massage it into clean, damp skin using circular motions. The formula on this changes from orange to white to indicate when you've delivered enough exfoliation. So I think you can stop the massaging part then. And then you leave it on for up to 10 minutes, rinse off and pat dry. So I've actually had this before, and you know what? I think it was in an OK box around about this time last year when I looked at my notes. So I can remember using it. It's only little, but you don't need a great deal actually, so it'll last a few goes. I had another go yesterday just to remind myself what it was like, although I had written notes before which I looked at as well to see if I still felt the same. As you can see, it starts off orange, peachy orange, and as you exfoliate it in, once it's sort of done what it needs to do on the exfoliating bit, it will turn white. It actually did it quite quick on my face yesterday. I think it's doing it now as well. I haven't got any tissue. I'm so bad at the moment. It's 3 weeks since I've done a video and it feels like forever and I don't know what I'm doing, but let's hope it changes. Let's hope I get into my stride as we go along. But as you can see, I think it still looks a bit peachy to me, but you keep doing that till it turns white. Then you rinse it off and pat dry. So it smells lovely as well. There is a sort of a slight fruity smell to it, maybe orangey. Something that's quite pleasant anyway. The good thing about this is it did make my skin feel really, really good, and a great base for the next product that I'm going to show you in a minute. The only problem, the downside for this for me is because it's one you leave on for up to 10 minutes, I wouldn't necessarily do it in my morning shower because I tend to wash myself and then do my face last. So I'd have to do it differently. I'd have to do my face first, then wait for 10 minutes, then get in the shower. And I don't know, I do like a routine, so I'm not sure about that. So this is the sort of thing that I would use, as I did yesterday, in my nighttime routine. The only thing with it, it is a bit of a faff then to get all the physical exfoliation off. So I don't know whether you can see that there is quite a bit of physical exfoliation there. It's very fine. It's on the way to being scratchy. It wasn't scratchy, but it was just, you know, when you think, oh, you can definitely feel it. But yeah, it was a decent product to use, and it did leave my skin feeling remarkably smooth. And it still feels like that today. So I'm going to pause and try and, I think I'm going to have to go and rinse this off. I'll be back in a sec. I nearly forgot what button to press then, or what bit to press then. So gosh, it's only been 3 weeks. Come on. So the next product in here is by Wild Science Lab, and it's the Night Watch Resilience Moisturizer. So again, it's only a small one, this, of 10 mils. They call it a travel size with an RRP of £12. OK says waking up to great skin starts with using great products the evening before, which is why we've included this skin rejuvenating night cream in this box. It contains bakuchiol, a plant-based and less irritating alternative to retinol, which works on reducing the appearance of fine lines while you sleep. The benefits are that it helps boost collagen to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It refines and corrects skin tone and texture, and it neutralises inflammation and redness to strengthen and replenish the skin. To use, you massage into your face and neck until fully absorbed as the last step in your evening skincare routine. So I had a go with this last night after using the Murad, which has left my hand feels so silky and soft and smooth. It's ridiculous. But I used this after that, and they worked very well together. So I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, it's not coming out. What's going on? Oh, I think actually, yeah, I took the top off, but I don't think I got all of the little bit of, you know, seal off properly. So that's what it looks like. And it just rubs in. But my skin felt beautifully smooth. And it felt lovely this morning. So I think it did a great job. The only thing that I don't like about this is the smell. Oh, I don't know what that is. But it's that smell that I don't like, that I often find in beauty products, and I've no idea what it is, but it reminds me for some reason of school in a not great way. So I'm not entirely sure what it is, but there you go. In terms of what it does, I'm going to keep using it because, oh my goodness me. It's all right. That was Summer scratching at the door. So I'm just bear with me a second. Wow, sorry about that. That just threw me for a minute. Summer has never, so Summer is my Labrador, who obviously we've still got. But I did post some pictures up of them both together, Snowy and Summer, when we lost Summer, Snowy, sorry. So yeah, that is on the on YouTube, on, I think it's the, I just did a post, so I don't know what it's called. Anyway, sorry about that. She's never done that before. She's never actually scratched at the door. That was always Snowy did that. So Snowy was like her little, she was Robin to Summer's Batman. And So she probably always tried to get hold of me if they wanted me, and someone didn't have to do the work basically, but she's got to do it now. So that was lovely. She came in for a little fuss then. So yes, that threw me completely then for a minute. Anyway, the Bakuchiol, the Wild Science Lab night moisturizer, I really like, apart from the smell. Okay, so the next product in here is Noughty, the Booster Body Serum. This is 100ml full size with an RRP of £9.50. OK says this body serum is the perfect pick-me-up for limbs in the morning. It even contains caffeine, which stimulates blood flow and reduces puffiness. It's lightweight and easily absorbed too, so you can get dressed immediately after applying, which is ideal on busy mornings. So I actually went to the brand's website then just to see what the ingredients are, because I like to know with these sort of products what it is in them that's making it do this sort of thing. So they list the key ingredients as grapeseed oil, which is light in texture and rich in antioxidants and essential fatty acids, particularly the omega-6, critical to caring for your skin. This polyunsaturated fat is important to the functioning of the skin. They mention the caffeine, which constricts blood vessels, helps reduce inflammation and puffiness, and helps stimulate blood flow to the skin. They say a fun fact, it's one of the few things that can be absorbed through the skin and into the bloodstream. And then there's something called Indian coleus extract. The potent plant chemistry in this ingredient has been shown to have a dilating effect on blood and lymph vessels. This speeds up excess fluid removal in the skin and helps visibly improve the appearance of cellulite. So to use it after cleansing, massage grape-sized amount of serum in clockwise strokes onto areas of the body that need firming or are prone to cellulite. So I love, love, love products like this, especially at the moment for my arms. So I am trying to do exercises still. But no matter how much I seem to do these arm exercises to tone my arm, I've still got these lovely little flappy bits there. So I'm hoping that products, I've got other products like this actually that I'm trying to use as well on my arms. But this one is really nice to use. I'm thinking I would use it on my legs. I've got loads of cellulite on my legs, but having said that, I don't get my legs out, so it seems a bit of a waste of product, doesn't it? But my arms, I'm hoping to get out at some point in the summer if I can get them sorted. So that's what it looks like. I put far too much on there. It's like a very sort of soft jelly type feel to it, but it's beautiful. I really like this blending in. It just feels really soft. There's a cooling effect to it as well. So if you do have like menopausal symptoms that need a bit of help there, and it smells really nice and fresh, maybe slightly floral, I'm not sure. I'm still getting that other product there, which I don't like, but that one smells nice. So that's a really, really good product for me. I love it. Okay, on to the next product. Now this one I have not had before and I am really impressed with. It's by Figs and Rouge, and it's the Flawless Filter Plus Velvety Smooth Peach Cream Skin Perfecting Primer. It's a full size of 30ml with an RRP of £42. OK says the trick to ensuring your makeup lasts all day, using a good primer beforehand. This Figs and Rouge one is perfect as it not only gives your makeup something to grip onto, but also protects skin against pollution and moisture loss throughout the day. The benefits are that it shields against moisture loss, environmental pollution, UV and blue light damage. It helps makeup stay fresh and flawless for longer, and it's blended with hyaluronic acid to help strengthen and smooth skin tone. Right, just bear with me a moment. I think there's someone outside. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry about this. Right, so yes, this one, sorry about this. To use this, I don't know whether I just said this. I told you this video was going to be rubbish, didn't I? To use, you apply and cleanse and moisturise skin, smooth over the face and allow to dry. Continue with your usual makeup regime. I don't think I said that. So I had a go with this morning and I'm very impressed. I did have lots of things on my face this morning. So I'd done my usual serums, and then I used an eye mask actually, which I had to then rub in, and then my moisturizer, SPF. So there was a lot on there, and I'm always a little bit worried then that if I add a primer on top of that, as well as the fact that I'm going to have to use my red colour correct primer as well, that it's going to be a little bit too much. But this handled it all very, very well, and I liked it a lot. So this is what it looks like. One of the things that I absolutely love about this is it smells gorgeous. So it blends in really beautifully too. So you're blending it in, you're thinking it's not going to do a lot, but honestly, it really did give a great base for my makeup. It smells, I don't know whether it's meant to smell peachy. It smells a banana to me, but in a very nice way. But very fruity and lovely. And then I just left it to sort of dry a little bit before applying. Then I did my colour correct cream. I don't know whether that's the right order to do it in, but that's the way I did it, and it worked very well. And it was a brilliant base for that. So actually I feel like it's done a great job today for me. So I will be using that a lot in the future. Okay, the final product in here is by Mina, and it's the automatic lip pencil in shade 503. This is a full size with an RRP of £12. OK says a quick stroke of lip liner can instantly make your makeup look more polished. We've picked this flattering pinky nude shade for the box, as it suits everyone and makes a great base layer for any shade of lipstick. And they list the benefits as being that it's got a waterproof formula which glides over the skin with a fluid feel. The high concentration of pigment ensures a rich colour payoff, and it will help make lipstick last longer and prevent feathering. So actually, I do want to just double check something, because I noticed with this that this is what it looks like. And then you take it off like that, and then you've got your crayon-y retractable bit at the top. But at the bottom, there's like a little brush. So I think you can maybe use it as a lipstick, and I did read that somewhere, but I haven't written it down anywhere. So I'm just going to double check that, and then I'll be right back. So okay, that's me not being prepared again. I didn't put down what they said, how they said to use it, which is to outline the lips, and then you can use this little brush to sort of soften the edges and blend in if you want to. So I think that's quite cute. I thought that was going to be like one of those little pencil sharpener things, but you know, it isn't. It is a little brush, which I kind of like. And this is what the colour of this looks like. So it is a sort of a nudie colour, and I have got it on today. You probably can't see it very well, but it does work with my shade of lips. And I always use lip liners because I just have lost the pigment from the outside of my lips. So without a lip liner, you wouldn't see any definition whatsoever. So happy with that, because it's a lovely one and a little bit different. So that's the contents of the box. I think it's a great box this time. We've got the little Murad exfoliating treatment, which apart from the faff of getting it off for me particularly, that's a personal thing though. I think it's a great product. This little Wild Science Lab Bakuchial night cream, I like it a lot. I think it did a great job on my face. Just don't like that smell, but I can put up with it, and it's only a little one, isn't it? So I'll get through that probably in a week or so, maybe a little bit longer. Then we had this. I love this product, love it. If it works, obviously I can't tell you yet whether that has worked, but over time hopefully it will. I've only used it a couple of times so far. Fix and Rouge, not tried it before, really like it. I'm very happy with it, and it smells great. I am a one for smells. Then the little lip liner, which I think is lovely. I've not had one like this before. I don't think I've had one with a little brush at the end, which I particularly like, and it is a nice colour for me. So that's the box. I think it's a good one this month. If you're new to OK and use the code and get it for, what was it, £8.99, something like that, and the little extra eye cream, which is fab as well, then I definitely think it would be worth you doing that. So just a quickie on other boxes. I have got the latest in Beauty Stylist What's Hot Summer Edition box. I did order that and I've got it. I haven't tried any of it out yet, but I'm going to have a go over today and tomorrow, and maybe hopefully film it tomorrow. I've also got the latest in Beauty Trending Beauty Edit Actives Edition, which I've had for a little while now. I was meant to be filming that a couple of weekends ago, but then obviously things changed. But I will try maybe to do that at some point. And I've also got the cohorted box from May, trying to think what month it is, from May, which I probably will just tag that on the end of the cohorted box for June, I think, rather than doing a video, because I'm very behind, as you can tell. So I think there's a new one coming out from Latest in Beauty next week as well, where you choose about 6 items out of 30 odd, a little bit like the subscription, but as a one-off box, I think. I might try this, but the trouble with that, and the trouble with why I didn't like the subscription much, was because I always forgot to do it, did it a bit late, and all the good stuff had run out. And I know that they've got a bum cream in there in that particular edit, and that's the main thing that I'd want, and I bet that goes very, very quickly. I've missed out on a couple of boxes in the last couple of weeks because I just wasn't in the right frame of mind. So there was a Cult Beauty one that I did really want. I think it was a trending edit or something like that. But that came out literally the day after I lost Snowy, and I just thought, my brain wasn't with it at all. And there was the Marks and Spencer summer bag, which I did see, and again, my head wasn't in the right place, so I didn't go for that. So in terms of what's been happening, obviously it's 2 weeks ago today I lost Snowy. The kindness that I got from people was amazing, so thanks to all of you that did send a comment. If you saw the post that I put up on the following day, it did mean a lot to me, and it was really appreciated and needed at the time, so thanks for that. And thanks for those of you who just sent thoughts and positive energy as well my way, because that was appreciated too. So I think the last place that I mentioned was that she was going in for an ultrasound scan on the Wednesday, which she did go in for that. By that point she had got a lot of water retention as well, which funnily enough helped with the ultrasound because they could see everything. They thought it might be something to do with her liver, but they looked at that, and although it was slightly enlarged, it wasn't too bad. But they managed somehow to see the heart. They said they looked up through the diaphragm. I don't really know what they were talking about. Saw the heart, and they realised it was her heart. It was enlarged. So they gave me some tablets to try. Now, on the Wednesday, we got her home. She looked tired, but she wasn't... I don't think they'd knocked her out for it. She's such a good dog. She'd have let them do anything, you know. But she was tired anyway. I think going through stuff like that when you're a little doggy is not nice, is it? So she slept a lot. And the vet had said, let her sleep a lot, which was great. And then we got a follow-up appointment planned for the Wednesday after, a week later. On the Thursday, she just seemed to be declining, and the Thursday she was sort of okay, but not, she just looked under the weather still. On the Friday she really did take a little bit of a downward turn, and I don't know, I'm rambling on too much now, and I don't really want to dwell on it too much. But on the Friday she wasn't great, but she was still eating, and she had a little bark at some dogs going by. But she spent a lot of the time on the Friday with me, next to me on the settee, which was a nice thing for us to have that time together. On the Friday night it wasn't good. I knew she sleeps on our bed, and she was very restless. She couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't sleep. She couldn't get comfortable. It was awful, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I should have done the right thing yesterday, but I just kept wanting the tablets to start working, and it was just such a horrible, difficult decision. But on the Saturday morning, I knew it was the right thing to do, because she wouldn't take any food. Like, we were going to give her the tablet and food, and she just kept her mouth firmly slammed shut. I knew then that was it. Sorry. Oh, no. So, and then she had some water, but she just sort of flopped down next to it. So we made the decision. It was a Saturday morning. Luckily, our vets are open on a Saturday morning, and they managed to fit us in. And I spent that last time, I put her on the settee. If you saw the post, one of the pictures on the post that I did was of her and Summer on the settee looking out. They look and bark at all the dogs going by. And so I put her up there, but she just lay there. She wasn't bothered about what was going on. And then she just managed, she did sort of, I was sitting on the settee. She was on the back of it, and she managed to just sort of crawl down and lie next to me for a little bit. So that was nice. Anyway, so we got to the vets, and she lay on my lap the whole way there, which would never normally happen. And we got to the vets, and I put her on the little vet table, and she just lay there, and that would never happen. She'd have been crawling to get to me, but she knew. So I looked her in the eye as it happened, and just so she knew I was there. And that was the best thing that I think I could ever have done. So I'm glad I did that, because she was calm, it was peaceful, and it was the right thing to do, I'm sure now. Although you always feel that guilt afterwards in everything, you know, in any bereavement situation, there's always guilt. I think that's the absolute worst thing that you have after a bereavement, and I've had it a few times now, and it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. So I had that. So the following day, that day was just awful. I mean, I was meant to be going out with my friend for a posh afternoon tea that we'd booked up months before, but obviously I couldn't do that. But she was lovely, and she took me out for a walk, and so that was nice to get a bit of fresh air, see my friend. She told me to cry, which I did do, and then yeah, so it was horrible. The house was quiet, it felt empty coming home. She wasn't there in the window. So sorry, I meant this to be a positive thing, because there is some positive. Just bear with me, there is some positive on this. I think I'm just getting it out of my chest. It's like you're my counsellor watching. So anyway, on the Sunday, I could have slid into deep depression, but I did a bit of meditation, and something told me, no, you can't do that, because there's one thing that Snowy would not want you to do that. I think Snowy was sent to me by my mum at a time when I was going through a real loss of her and my brother, and then Snowy just appeared in my social media feed, and then that was that. So I thought, I can't let her have saved me from that grief to just plummet me back down again. That's not what she would have wanted. It's not what my mum wanted, you know. So I managed to pick myself up. I went and did some exercises, and I started to rebuild things, and I asked for some signs and messages, and this is what I always do, and I think it is so important. If you ever lose someone, to ask for a sign that they're okay, that you're going to be okay. And I asked for a sign, and immediately a little white butterfly flew past the window, which is it's not completely improbable, but it's unusual. So that was a sign. And then a couple of days later, I was thinking of her. I was doing my exercises, and I was looking sort of diagonally. There's a mirror that I try and, the way my house is at, the mirror's sort of like that, and then it shows the outside if I look at it while I'm doing my exercises. And I was thinking of holding Snowy. I used to hold her in the mirror and jig her up and down and dance with her and tell her she was beautiful, and she never liked looking at her reflection. But towards the last few months, she did used to look at her reflection. I'd say, you're beautiful, and all that. But as I was looking in the mirror, this robin sat on the roof of our car, which I've never ever seen that before. That we have robins in the back of the house, but I've not seen them at the front. So yeah, that was another little sign. And then finally I saw a picture. It was weird, because when she went, it was the weekend of the Northern Lights. You know, when everyone was seeing those beautiful and taking those beautiful pictures. Some of them looked like angels, and I saw one a few days later that had been taken in the US, and it looked like an angel, but it looked like it was carrying a little white dog. You could even see the little nose and the ears and the tail, and that was the best one for me. Just such a lovely message. But yeah, that's what, sorry, my nose is running now. That's what I asked for, is messages when I need them, and I got them. So that was lovely. Summer missed her greatly. She's sort of taken on the role of being my little comforter now again. And yeah, she's been amazing. She sits by me loads now. It's almost like she knows I need her. And yeah, she's rising to the job. So that was lovely. And I had some other lovely things happen. I was meant to wear my bracelets today. I'm terrible today. My friend, actually, I'm going to pause and show you because it is lovely. I'll be back in a sec. So our next door neighbours bought us flowers and chocolates and a lovely card. And my friend who makes my bracelets got me this bracelet. So it's amethyst, which is, she knew that was the next one I wanted in terms of the crystals, but it's got a little paw on it as well. So that was such a lovely, thoughtful thing. I went to see her. I saw a few people that first week. I had time off work as well. I couldn't concentrate at work. It was awful. But slowly, I kind of got back into life, and life without Snowy. And one thing is now that we had always said that once we'd lost the dogs, we wouldn't probably get any more, but I've changed my mind, because the space that's left by her as just this little dog is huge. So I wasn't going to cry on this, and I'm sorry, I haven't even put waterproof mascara on, so I'm not very prepared at all. And it's gone on far too long. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you what had happened, but there are positives. The positives are that I know that I had signs that she's okay. I think that she is with me a little bit still as well. And I know she wants me to be happy, because that's why she came to me. And I am going to stay strong for Snowy. That's the phrase I came up with a friend at work. Stay strong for Snowy, because that's what she would have wanted. And she would want me to be positive, and she would want me to wish you all, first of all, lots of thanks for all the support that I've had. It's amazing. I am going to continue doing the videos. It was hard to do this first one. It felt weird. And it's not been the best, I know, and I'm sorry about that. But I am going to continue to do the videos because they help me as well. You help me. I feel like it's a lovely community we've got going on here. And hopefully I help you a little bit sometimes when you need a bit of positive energy. And you definitely help me survive. So thank you all very, very much. And I'm going to send you loads and loads and loads and loads of positive energy. And hopefully I'll see you again here soon. Take lots of care.